Hello, everyone. This is Grand Madam, and I'm going to do something a little different. First of all, I'm on in the evening time, which is what you never catch me doing. But this weekend, specifically this Sunday, after the summer solstice, we're going to have a solar eclipse. And during that time, several planets will be in retrograde, and almost all of those planets are going to be tap dancing on our emotions, breaking open our heart chakra, and bringing certain things to light. And I just wanted to prepare you for that. Okay. I'm going to be using the 2020 Astrological Pocket Planner. And at the end of it is a tiny little ephemeris. And ephemeris is your astrological uh, information you need to calculate what specifically would be going on with the planets. I'm going to do the 21st. Oh, and it's also Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. And happy Father's Day to all you single moms who have played the role of dad also. Now, let's start with this. Yes, I will be doing a reading afterward. I hope you didn't see me wearing my bonnet. Okay. I've been in the energy of leisure all day. Now, as I was saying, the sun moves into Cancer on the 21st. Also, the moon will be moving into Gemini. Now, Cancer deals basically with family, home, the hearth. Anything that deals with food, nourishment, um, and of course, sanctuary and feelings. That starts with Sunday, the sun. It's going to be amplified. The moon deals with the emotions also. This moon will be moving, and it will be a new moon. It will be a new moon in Gemini. This moon is going to be dealing with short trips, communications, and siblings. Let me see if I can get that light. Yeah, get it away from me. So, it's still going to be, it can very easily be family matters. All right. The North Node. Now, the North Node is a position of the moon. You have a North Node and a South Node in your chart. The South Node is where you have collected all your karmic debt, so all the energies from the past lives. You can find your talents there, your skills, um, whatever it is that you have learned, lessons learned how to be, you'll find in your South Node. But we're here to study and to function in our North Node, and that's a little more difficult. South Node is easy street because we've already got that down pat. With a South Node, if the North Node is in Gemini, in retrograde no less, that tells me the South Node is going to be in Sagittarius. So many of us are already well traveled, know, are very interested in international events. We know a lot of people from other countries, and some of them are our friends and relatives and family, and lovers, husbands, wives. Some of us are are sticklers for our particular religion. All of that comes out of Sagittarius. But now, with the moon in the North Node of Gemini, what that tells me is that we're going to be challenged, and we're going to have to learn how to learn. We're going to learn how to learn to discuss, especially difficult topics, without losing it. Okay? So Gemini deals with communication, short trips, the family, basically siblings. So that brother or sister you can't stand, you will be put in a position where you will have to calmly discuss things with them. Mercury also is going to be in retrograde, and it looks like it is still, where is this? Okay, Mercury's moving into Cancer, moving back into Cancer. Okay, same thing. We're going to do a lot of communicating, and I mean just not just talking, I mean listening also over this weekend. Well, it's not going to be just this weekend. These planets are, uh, they're going to hang around a while. So there might be weeks, if not the rest of the month, and some of these planets are going to be in position for the rest of the year up to 2021. So we've got Mercury. Venus, the love planet, is still in its retrograde in Gemini. So that means, yeah, the exes are definitely coming back along with old flames. I don't consider an ex an old flame, especially since it might have been 20 years since you've seen this person, okay? And had good things to say about them. There will be discussions, there will be closure. Now, keep in mind for me, closure is just hit it in the sheets one more time for Old Lang Syne and go on with your life. That to me is closure. But there are some things that do need to be discussed because some of the breakups, the universe came in and busted people up that weren't supposed to be together, and there's still that question as to why we are, what happened to us, and you may want to discuss that over a drink, over some wine, and you may also, like I said, just fall in each other's arms one last time before you say goodbye. Mars is in Pisces, and it's direct. Mars is the planet of action. Mars is the planet of war. But in this position, it's not that forceful. In Pisces, it's weakened. Thank God for that. you know. So there could be. Remember when I said you'd fall into each other's arms one last time for Old Lang Syne? That could be Mars energy. Let me just hold on to this fantasy for a few minutes, for a few moments. Also, Mars in Pisces would be a good alignment for fiction writers, fantasy writers, and maybe some sci-fi writers. Pisces is the planet of make-believe, of magic, of illusion. Yeah, it might be. I'm not sure about working any magic with all these planets in retrograde and flitting and fluttering around in Cancer. I'd hold off on that for a few days, maybe even a few weeks. Um, but anyway, back to Mars. Mars is energizing the magic, the fantasy world. Disney, that's Pisces. Okay. Oh, and not to mention the emotions. Your empathy should be pretty sharp right about now. Feeling what others feel. Okay. Jupiter, retrograde Capricorn. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. Capricorn is the sign of Saturn. It is the sign of lessons learned. It is the sign of organization. It is the sign of conservatism. It is the sign of government. So we're going to be listening and seeing a lot going on with government with Jupiter around. Okay. Also, many of us can be getting rid of the clutter out of our homes and out of our lives and out of our emotions. Saturn is the planet that streamlines everything for effectiveness. All right. It's no frills. It's also the sign of the goat. Well, the goat is the sign of Capricorn. Get that? It's a symbol for the Capricorn. That talks about hard work, trying to get to the top of that mountain. So you're going to see a lot of that. That's going to be interesting because there'll be expanded ideas on how we can move our way up. Saturn, the granddaddy, the lessons learned. Saturn is the planet of the school of hard knocks. And Saturn is retrograde in Aquarius. Here we go again, folks. That means Aquarius deals with humanitarian efforts. That means groups. That means protesting. That can also mean rioting. Okay? So we can expect more of the same. The lesson of Saturn is how to, Saturn and Jupiter, they're very close. Let me take a quick look up here to see if Jupiter is conjunct. No, not conjunct, but how far? Jupiter, 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 Jupiter. I don't see it. I don't see it. But it's maybe semi-sextile or something. No matter. Saturn is going to bring you the lessons of group dynamics and how it should be handled. It is also going to put you in a position so that you can learn how to do so. All right. Saturn deals with humanitarian efforts, volunteer. Saturn in Aquarius. I'm sorry. It might very easily show you the benefits of volunteerism, of humanitarian efforts, of working within groups, um, organizations to help other people. Whereas this is interesting. With Jupiter and Capricorn, it's going to work on the actual structure of a thing, the building of a thing. And with Saturn in Aquarius, it's like once you've built the thing, let's make it work for the good of mankind, humankind. This is interesting, folks. I never thought of it like this until I sat down and really looked at it. Uranus is another heavy planet. Let's see if this is, yeah. Jupiter is going to be sitting there a while. Saturn's going to be sitting there a while. So this is going to be at least till the end of the year, okay? Uranus is in Taurus. Taurus deals with our personal values, our beliefs, our need for... Taurus also deals with luxury. So with that in Uranus, I have a strong feeling that there are going to be major changes in what we call luxury these days. Also, I do believe some of us are going to learn how to be stubborn and others are going to be broken out of their stubbornness. What else does Cancer do? Taurus do. Taurus is the bull in the china shop sometimes. Taurus is also hardworking. Uranus is the planet of revolution, of abrupt change. So, this is going to be interesting. Taurus is a very stable sign. Uranus is a very unstable planet. So this is going to be interesting. Many of us, I feel, will be uprooted from our sense of entitlement and luxury. And that's going to be interesting. Let me do this. Hold on a second. All the Tauruses I know, all of a sudden I'm at a standstill when it comes to what is Taurus about? Let me do a quick look. Okay, hold on a second. I'm taking this out of the numinous deck. Remember that? Okay. Taurus also deals with the neck. Full, receptive, gorgeous, rooted, grounded, posh, placid, materialistic, gentle, languid, valuable, permanent, hoarding, obstinate, inflexible. Those are all qualities of Taurus. Oh, the most important thing about Taurus, which is going to be quite interesting. Uranus is a very quick, it's a heavy planet, but it causes things to move fast, fast, fast. Taurus is slow. So Taurus is going to slow down Uranus, or Uranus is going to quicken Taurus. So that's going to be quite interesting. Quite interesting. Taurus wants you to slow down and dig your toes into rich soil. Stop and smell the roses. Enjoy the best wines, the best foods. That's going to be interesting to see how Taurus and Uranus interact with each other. Because I do feel that Taurus is going to be sped up. Neptune, another heavier planet, is going to be 20 degrees and 58 minutes into Pisces. That's exalted. That means it's at its best point, optimal point. Pisces deals with magic, mysticism, emotional understanding, empathy, all those good things. Fantasy again. And that makes it, with Neptune, the planet of Pisces, being with Pisces in the Neptune, it's going to intensify this sense of magic and illusional things. So be very conscious of what is real and what is Disney. Okay? And with Saturn in Aquarius retrograde, Jupiter in Capricorn retrograde, I think it's going to put Neptune in check. These energies come down and hit us and have us create, and it creates different scenarios for us. But I think those other planets with Earth in them, Earth and air, very well may keep Neptune in check so that we don't go off half, all of us just don't go off half cocked thinking we can jump off a cliff and fly, okay? Pluto is also in Capricorn retrograde. Let me see if Pluto and Jupiter, they're not that far apart. Wow. Pluto is the planet of upheaval, Scorpio energy. Pluto and Jupiter, oh my God. But Pluto is also at a weaker, um, what? Weaker state in Capricorn than it would be in any other sign. Even though with Jupiter trying to enhance, I still believe that it will be balanced enough. Pluto will be balanced enough in Capricorn with the Jupiter influence not too far away from it to keep things at a certain level. Pluto is your earthquake, tsunami, stage 5 hurricane, but it's about upheaval. Pluto is the energy that comes down and just washes everything away to be rebuilt again. But don't fear, because I do believe that's going to be in check too. But what we're going to see, folks, this is what I'm saying. It's going to be an emotional time starting Sunday. And it's going to be emotional because we are going to be challenged on our beliefs, on our feelings, on how we see things, as opposed to how things really are. And that's why I want to get this. I'm not going to do the little asteroids and things because do believe they just supplement the heavier planets. What I'm going to do is do a reading on, let's just say June 21st throughout the 30th. Let's do it like that. I think that's a safe bet for the collective. For the collective. And next week I will pick up on the astrological signs. Maybe with all this, I might wait and just see how we are doing. Okay? So, for the collective, let's figure, first of all, I'm going to do the healing cards. How do we stay sane with all of this emotional upheaval that we are about to experience? Challenging our relationships, challenging our religious beliefs, challenging our personal beliefs. What we thought was real, we're finding out was fake. That's an emotional toil. That takes an emotion, not toil, toll. Yeah, we would be toiling our emotions trying to get through that. So let's see. Archangels, I call in the archangels Michael, Gabriel, Raphael to help me with this. I call in our guides. What do we need to maintain and stay grounded when we're going through these planetary shifts, with transits rather? We're going through the planetary transits of Mars, Saturn, Neptune, the Moon. Sun is cool. But the rest of them, Pluto, Neptune, those are the ones. They're the heavier ones. They hang around for years. Those are the ones that, create major shifts in world events. All right, folks? So, what are your best messages for us, archangels? We're using your healing deck. Best messages for the collective. We have blessings. We have harmony. This is so good, okay? You have to keep, this is our Venus in Gemini, retrograde probably. And look, Virgo energy, retreat. Yeah. I wouldn't be about making any new friends right about now. And I'd only spend time with people who I know love me. I kid you not. Might be a great idea to listen to some music during that time. One more? No more? Okay. Oh, this one said one more. It says, watch your dreams during this time, especially with Mars and Pisces. Oh, yeah, Pisces deals with dreams too. Um, Neptune in Pisces, Mars in Pisces. Pay close attention to your dreams. So that's not bad. At the bottom, learn to trust. Trust issues are going to be cropping up. Yeah, because our belief systems are getting ready to be challenged and changed. Okay, so let me move that further back. And I'm going to start this reading. Oh my God. I took the thing off my head. I'm going to start. Forgive the bonnet. I have not changed from my bedclothes since this morning. I'm having one of those days, folks. So I'm just leisurely all day long today. Energy deck for my collective. Let's see what messages we get from the energy deck. So basically what we're saying is you're blessed, you're protected, stay close to home because there's going to be one hell of a ride next week. Okay? It's a hell of a ride because the energy is changing. The planets are encouraging more demonstrations. The establishment doesn't like demonstrations. They never really do. But something might jump off this time. Oh, look at this. The temple path. Get into your spirituality. Do your meditations. If you can't meditate, sit quietly. Listen to some soft music or healing music. Ask your question about whatever and contemplate. Imagine you're looking at your issue or your question from different angles. Okay? That's what contemplation is. After a while, you move from contemplation into meditation. And you'll really see some interesting things with that. So that's good. Okay, straight from the heart. We are definitely going to be challenged. This is Archangel Raphael. We are going to be challenged with the heart. Archangel Raphael heals the heart chakra. That's positioned right dead between in the breastbone, between the breasts. Okay? The healing energy of the heart chakra is green. Many of us have been going through some horrendous situations, especially dealing with romance and these crazy relationships people are having these days. And the damage has been done. Let's just make sure the damage is not permanent because it easily could become permanent. So allow Archangel Raphael to heal. You can place your hand over your heart and ask Archangel Raphael to come and heal your heart as you sit in contemplation. Breathe deeply, about 3 to 5 breaths, eyes closed. And you should be good. You may have to do that several times because I don't know what it is. It's like everybody is doing everything possible to destroy the most intimate relationships we will ever have in our lives. And they just don't get it. Okay, they just don't get it until something blows up. Then they get it. Now, this is the garden and the gate. Many of us are looking out to greener pastures. Not saying that it's green on, the grass is greener on the other side. No, this is way beyond that. This is, I'm getting ready to leave paradise and strike out on a new adventure. I'm just checking things out before I go. But I'm already at the gate and I'm all ready to go. Because even though, with paradise, even a gilded cage is still a cage. And it's time for me to leave this environment. The thinking man. The thinking man is a scientist, a researcher, a teacher, someone who studies human nature, mechanics, mathematics, whatever has come across his path that he does not understand. This man will study it. I see this person as being Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo, and I also heard Scorpio. And here we have the angel of balance. She appears when there's no balance in your life. The angel of balance comes along when you found yourself in a position where you have given, 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 and have received very little or nothing at all. No appreciation whatsoever, not even a kind word. So, many of us are, a card at the end, at the bottom of the deck, is door to personal healing and happiness. Many of us have been going through holy hell, and we don't understand why. We went through that holy hell to learn a lesson. You may have believed, here we go with the belief challenge, that life and love was one way. And now you're finding out that is truly not what you thought it was. So now you're going to have to heal yourself and figure out what's love got to do with it and what's love in the first place. Okay? And that's the energy deck. Now, let's get into our sacred rebel. The reason I'm doing Oracle, I'll do some Tarot, but I want to get the Oracle messages out first because I think they're going to be more important when it comes down to when those planets hit Sunday, into Monday. Many of us are going to be in a state of shock. Many of us. Many of us will be trying to return to jobs that no longer exist. Many of us are going to be trying to return to loves that truly don't want us, but need us. Many of us. It's going to be a state of shock. Well, we'll be all right as financially. I don't see any problems with money, but it's all about the emotions. It's all about what it takes. What is it going to take for you to choose your own happiness? What is it going to take for you to learn that no one is responsible for your happiness but you? You know, what is it going to take? How much more pain can you handle from relying on others to make you happy before you realize that not only do you choose your own happiness, but really only you can make you happy? You know, that's what this big shift is all about. Also, it's all about bringing people together, getting people to learn how to help and support one another. What was that? Oh, that scared the daylights out of me. Like a fireball that just, let me make sure it didn't. It was far from the incense I have burning here. I have an incense stick. What was I saying? That's what next week is going to be about. Teaching us the new reality. Well, it's not a new reality. It always has been. But we were taught something else. We were taught to be individuals. We were taught to be entitled. This is your right. You know? Well, it's not going to be so much about rights anymore as it is going to be about addressing what is needed and jump into it to help. I came into this world to live through this period. And I definitely do remember making the proper selection of the character I would have to be, the qualities I would need, the sex I would have to be, the race I would have to be, and who my parents would have to be, so that I could sustain myself through this period. Okay? And the year I was born. Now I want a good 20 to 40 more years to enjoy this once it's all done. Because believe me, right now, folks, this is kind of scary. I didn't count on this. Before I came into this planet, I thought into this world, I believed that it was going to happen so magically that a world that was at war with itself would just finally wake up one day and magically learn to love. I had no idea that people would be gunned down in the street for jogging in the wrong neighborhood, that someone would kick your door in to blow your brains out and shoot you up, and they were the police, and then try to cover it up, saying the person they shot up and killed in their own bed had no wounds. That kind of thing. I had knew nothing about that when I came into this world. So, well, I'm here. I'm gonna hang it out. I'm sticking to it right about now. This is where I wanted to be. So this is where I am. Didn't we have this before? From the Sacred Rebels deck, Spirals of Manifestation. About the spirals of manifestation, you can put your intentions out there. Oh, most definitely. Sunday is the new moon. So whatever you're wanting, you can write it on a sheet of paper. Make sure your intentions are clear. If you want to burn your candles or just say your prayers, either way, that is the perfect time all day long. What time? All day long. What you can do is you can, if you need to check planetary hours, you can Google planetary hours. But all day Sunday should be a perfect time. Sunday and Monday to set your manifestation intentions out. You can manifest for a new job. You can manifest for a new car. You can manifest for money. Now, I would suggest you keep it positive. I would not manifest for anyone's breakup. I would not manifest for anyone's harm because 2020 is the year of karma and people seem to be getting their karma instantly these days. So, this is the time for your manifestation. What you want, my loves, want you. All you have to do is intend to have it. Not get it, have it. And this is heaven sent. Some of you will be getting some what we call downloads, ideas. You'll hear thoughts in your own mind. They're as if someone is just talking to you. That does not necessarily mean your dopamine level has dropped. It means that your higher self, your soul, is communicating with you, or the deities or your guides are communicating with you. So, now if you're on medication, that might be something different. I'm not joking about that. But if you're not on any kind of medication or psychotropic drug or anything like that, Spirit is trying to tell you something. Listen, it's heaven sent. Uh, and here we go. This is some Aquarius energy. Defend to the end what is worthwhile. What is important to you, you defend it. Simply because what's not important to you, you just cannot defend. You really don't even want to know anyone was involved. But the person, place, people, places, things, ideas. If it's important to you, then you let the world know it's important to you. Let you know what is important to you. You know, this is interesting that this comes up like this. There was a reading earlier today that I saw on YouTube. And the reader was telling, I couldn't figure out what she meant until this card. She was saying something about defending a relationship. And what she was talking about is someone was with someone in a relationship with someone, and evidently their family or friends didn't particularly care for it, and they needed to defend their relationship. And the reader was explaining the reason you're not defending your relationship is because you truly have no defense for that relationship. In other words, someone was in an empty relationship or a fake relationship, or someone just thought they were in a relationship when they were not, because their partner was nowhere to be seen and had placed no effort in the relationship at all. Now, the perfection of your life. This is what the shift is about also. Life lessons. Learning how to go from the individual to the group in support. That sounds like Saturn in Aquarius. You've nurtured yourself. You've served and supported yourself. Now it's your turn to take that service and nurturing into family members, friends, co-workers, special interest groups that you love. You don't have to join any particular group. All you have to do is be yourself and be supportive to the people in your personal group. Okay? And one last card. Inspiration. With contemplation and meditation, remember I talked about the downloads? You are going to receive uh, many different types of inspiring ideas. Some for a novel, if you're a writer. There's a writer out there because they keep talking to me about fiction writing. Others of you will be, here comes again, writing a script. Spirit says somebody's writing a script. Story of their lives, perfect. As I said before, send me a copy, autographed. And some are just being inspired. I'm seeing someone walking in a park-like setting, and they're really being inspired by nature. They're looking at the shrubs. I don't know. These are some tall shrubs, female, uh, jeans, striped shirt. She's walking down a park-like setting in the daylight, and it's something about the shrubbery that has inspired her to do something artistic. Okay, that was interesting. Now, let me move these out the way. Now we're going to get down into the dirty, the tarot. Let's hope it's. Let's hope this readings. Which one am I going for? Let's hope these readings are going to be much more. I'm not going to fool with this. We've been on here 36 minutes. I'm going to use these. Happier than they have been. They're lightening up. The energy of our readings collective has been lightening up tremendously. Much less intense than before. Okay. So, what is Spirit? The best messages for our collective for the 21st of June when we go deal with those planetary transits? What is the best? What can they expect? What can the collective expect with the planetary transits that will occur on June 21st? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 will be the format. Thank you, Spirit. One more. Oh, get back in there. That hellion, that Queen of Wands, jumped right out the deck. What are you up to, my lovely? I know you got some stuff with you. Okay, what can we expect? Okay, first card up, the Ten of Cups. Happy optimum family situation. Oh my God. Next card up, Five of Swords. Abandonment. Eight of Wands. Things happening quickly. Yes, my darlings, if you can go from a Ten of Cups to a Five of Pentacles, things did happen very, very quickly. Two of Cups. Eight of Swords. All right. Someone thought they had a happy family situation or they were at their happiest when all of a sudden something happened. What happened to cause this? Information came out. What was hidden was revealed, came out. There was an argument and someone was left behind, and it happened fast, and it happened regarding a relationship. Oh, pooh. Yeah. Five of Wands, competition and conflict. Five. You see this major change? Five of Cups, regrets. And lands right on top of the Five of Pentacles. Oh, Lord, somebody fell out. Ten of Swords. Four of Wands. This is sad. This is involving a relationship again. And I do believe this is a home or a celebration. Okay, let me look at this. This was a wedding. Wedding canceled. Damn. Well, Four of Cups. An offer was made and turned down. Poured that offer right out on the ground. Poured that wine right out. And this is Nine of Cups. But in this case, look at that. Does that person look unhappy to you? So someone was kind of relieved, if not happy, maybe even downright smug, that someone offered them love and they could turn them down. Wow. Eight of Cups. This is all love, y'all. Someone's walked away, emotionally detached from the relationship. Because this is all about a relationship. What the hell happened? I don't see the Death card, but I am Two of Wands, card of partnership. Now, I don't see the Lovers. I do have the Two of Cups with the Two of Wands. This is definitely about a partnership that it very well could be soulmates, but it has been changed from being a romantic and loving and passionate relationship to something more like a business partnership. Here's the Devil card. Could be involving a Capricorn. Capricorn to me, in a situation like this, since I see the business partnership sitting right there, right next to it, I would say they have incorporated. This is about business now. And finally, okay, here's the Knight of Cups, offering a proposal or invite of some kind. Putting it all together, what I'm seeing here is that there is going to be a major shift in someone's relationship where obviously something's going to come up. And these two people have so much invested materially in each other that they can't really hop up and just leave or break up. And it's a damn shame because I do see love here. The Knight of Cups is an offer. Okay, it's a strange. It's like, it's like, okay, I'll have to give you another personal experience of mine. I worked for a company or firm where people had been in this company for 20, 30 years. Everybody was so much older than I am, but they were savvy and they were very sassy, dressed. And I noticed this one manager, and then with the HR manager, who was beautiful. She looked like something out of a soap opera. The Barbara type with the beautiful makeup, the beautiful clothes, and where'd Barbara come from? Was that the Guiding Light? I think it was the Guiding Light. Anyway, the short, cropped, dark hair. She was gorgeous, and he was handsome. And I saw between them a gesture that was very romantic. I mean, it was subtle. It was like a stroke or something. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know those two were together. And so, me being me, I inquired, were those two? Are they Are they lovers? Are they tight? And the person said, at one time, I do believe they were, but that was a long time ago. That's what this looks like. It's as though I know I'll never be able to marry you now, but to keep you in my life, I'll make you my business partner. I will support all your endeavors, and that's what we will share. That's what this looks like. And I'm going to tell you, some of those types of business partnerships last longer than the marriage. Well, they did last longer than his marriage. Because, oh God, um, that was already 20 years. You know what I mean? So it looks like there's going to be major shifts in relationships also. Now, let's straight up. If you have a high vibe or a spiritual type relationship, a spiritual bond, and that's what, I just said, that's what this is. If we're not going to be together as lovers, we're going to be business partners and friends. That's what this is. That's what this is. And with that, I've lost my train of thought. Okay. After that, um, oh shucks, I'm sorry, folks. I've lost my hope. That's what it was then. So for some of you, oh, I was saying, for those of you who are in good relationships, you're with your soulmate or your twin flame, and everything is well, you'll survive the shift and you'll flow through it with ease. You'll be looking at other people going, what happened there? For others of you, there's going to be a major change. And you'll be going, you know, from this to this. Amicably. Amicably. Because basically, to be quite honest with you, some people just are not cut out to be married. So don't marry them. No, you don't marry them. You have to allow people to live their lives the way they wish to live. You can't be selfish with something like that. You really cannot. It's not fair to try to take somebody's will. And then what is so sad about it is that you want to be with them so badly. So very badly. Now, on that note, let's look at some jobs. Let's look at some job situations because I've got a feeling that Rona is coming back full force again. And people are going to work and people are going to get sick again. Look at that. Nah, that is not how you do that. Okay, Spirit, we've done love. Let's do finances. Let's do work. Work and finances. Let's see how this shifting of the planet, transits of the planets next week will impact our work life. Okay? How will they impact our work life? It's 9:21. Eight of Pentacles talks about working. Oh, somebody's going to, okay. This Ace of Pentacles is like it's not just new money, it's a new lifestyle. So, what this tells me is work will be organized differently than it was before the quarantine. It's going to be a whole new thing. Here's the Moon card. Some have not, well, maybe just put them down. There's the Moon. Five of Wands. Temperance. Okay. There are going to be some behind the scenes changes on these jobs, folks, and you're just going to have to sit here and be patient to find out what's going to happen with your job. Here's the patience card. because the jobs are changing the way they function, or the way their organization is changing, systems changing. Folks, when you're on those jobs, you okay. Here's the ace, the sun. I'm sorry, the sun and justice. Okay. These companies are trying to stay successful. They want you to be successful, and they're going to try to do well. They're going to try to be fair. Others are definitely going to be sued because people will be let go. Promises and promotions made will mean nothing. That's where the lawsuits come in. You'll have new partnerships. This is going to, people are going to be meeting on the job, falling in love, and everybody's watching. That's not unusual. Eight of Swords, Nine of Wands. Yeah, a lot of people are worried about when they go back to work, if they have work to go back to. Page of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the King of Wands. Okay. Many people have been worried about what to expect on these jobs. Offers will be made, but they will be small offers. You know, when you come into an offer, you might go back and find that your old job no longer exists. Therefore, you'll be placed in a different type of position. Okay? And it's going to be a harsh truth. But you'll be able to handle it. And you handle it by being focused and dynamic. And, focused, dynamic, and ready to take on any task you're given. Okay? Whether you like it or not. Yeah. Four of Pentacles. The Devil. We're talking about the corporation. The Tower. Yeah, reorganization for sure. The Queen of Wands. Another dynamic individual that is focused about what she wants to do and who she wants to do it with. Now is not the time to have third party affairs on the job. I'm sorry, folks. Your issue is going to be trying to get what's due you. Six of Pentacles. So, yeah. And now at the bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles, evaluating the situation, your work situation. Eight of Cups, walking away. Some of you will walk away, and I hate to see this. I really hate to see this because I've worked on companies where people have dropped dead at the desk. I hate to see this. Ten of Swords. Yeah, let the backstabbing begin, That's to be expected. All because someone's given you an offer. The wheel has changed. This is the Wheel of Fortune, and things have changed. And right now, I do believe the small partnerships are going to be in vogue because all that's this whole those big organizations and those large companies are going to be really trimming down the fat. They'll be working on a skeleton crew. So it would be a good time to consider entrepreneur, being a business owner. Well, Mercury is, we're in the pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde. And that's been happening to me a lot lately where I just can't get the words out of my mouth. Okay? But it's time to start working on some type of hobby that you may love, that you think you can monetize now. If you can make money off of it, do it. I just have a strong feeling that instead of, a lot of people work for big corporations and government, these big places. But I have a feeling we are going right back to the cottage industry that we had, that we had prior to the Industrial Revolution. Some will still be working in the offices, but those offices are going to be so automated that many of us will just have to start doing things at home. You can make good money at home. I feel that. It's just like I can't get away from that feeling. The majority of people will be working at home, cottage industries, and online. Okay? Most definitely online. Spirit guides, collective guides, give us a message so that I can wrap this up with the collective. I think personally, I'm feeling a lot of good things will be occurring with these planetary transits starting Monday, but a lot of scary things will be happening too. I just can't put my fingers on what. And truth be told, I'm a little fearful of it myself. Okay, just a little. And I'm still in leisure mode because when I get off here, I'm going to watch a movie, probably have some wine, and just chill. I have been in chill mode for quite some time. Yeah. What did I just say? Didn't I say it was a little fearful? New Moon in Scorpio says what? Work through your fears. Thank you, Spirit. The Blue Moon says believe in the impossible. And the Full Moon in Gemini says the answers you need are coming for whomever that is. And I'm going to wrap it up. We've been on here for 56 minutes. I just wanted to chat with you. I wanted to go live, but I just had too much to. I don't know what. There's something. YouTube is having some technical difficulties still. And between this new laptop and YouTube, I'm not going to pull my hair out. I'm just going to chill. Do what I can do with what I've got. Okay? So, this is Grand Madam, my lovelies, and I'm wishing you much love. Have a good one.